covering the Chicago drama, man. Durk didn't went in. PD didn't went in. And R. Kelly's still in there. It's a lot of Chicago drama. It's usually done by grand jury. The feds don't do this misdemeanors. Little Durk, new charges. Now, he got like 2 or 3. It's better charges. If the felony is indicted by a grand jury, because if it was a grand jury, thinks that case should stand. Trial. Little Durk right? Got more charges. They trying to hit my boy Durk with some more charges. I'm gonna show y'all the charges in a second and talk about this Mellow Bucks. Man, she been going at it with her dude. She say his priorities all fucked up, man. He ain't got no crib, man. They say he got 3 houses. She like, nah, the couch, the floor, and the car. Oh, that was funny though, man. Yeah, but they coming for Durk. Academics go break down a court case and some of that stuff, but it just been little stuff going on around. I'm gonna show y'all like Big Meech. Big Meech paperwork dropped on Cuffy. A lot of people go on there whack 100 saying it ain't really real, man. And they using Durk lyrics from babyfaceray song when he said no. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what, Quando Rondo supposedly said when they slid on him. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff going on. But, yeah, Mellow Bucks got into it. Chicago artist Mellow Bucks got into it with her old boyfriend, DCG Sean, from the west side, from out west. It was about a girl, Pretty Leah, and she was talking about Skin Bone. She cussed Skin Bone and everybody. Just a whole bunch of mess, man. And Crib Mac Baby Mama, man. She went on the podcast. Well, not Crib Mac Baby Mama. I think it's Snoop Badass Baby Mama. She said he R-worded her, man. He tried to get Crib Mac in jail, man. And Wack was saying Crib Mac was snitching. And then, it's just been a lot going on. Rick Baby been talking about the little Durk case and all that, man. But, yeah, man, he just had murder for hire charge, but now he got all them charges. So, yeah, let's on top of the to this goofy man for the 5 dudes, but it adds Durk as it onto the case. But it claims that Durk's the leader. So they've delivered his first superseding indictment, which includes Durk, which, by the way, Durk has a Muslim name called Mustafa Abdul Malak. And they're saying he's a leader and the person who did the hiring and gave directions to others to carry out the murder of Quando Rondo. Blood. The incident was unsuccessful, but Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pop, did not see the incident. The full new superseding indictment is below for you to review. So let's check this out, y'all. And this is going to be very important. So this is the newly unsealed grand jury superseding indictment. This doesn't mean this is the last one. They could supersede it again, bring other cases and other defendants into it. Also, I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler. The people who are known as co-conspirators still have not been identified. And at this point, when you see the first superseding indictment and they only brought in Durk, you ain't see the other people who they keep saying as individual or co-conspirator. Those guys aren't being named. You get a stronger sense that they are cooperating. You get a real strong sense that they're snitching. Okay. So check this out, people. Now, it says United States, the plaintiff, Durk Banks, which, a.k.a. Lil Durk. I didn't know this was one of his names, a.k.a. Blood. They call Durk Blood. I didn't know they call him Blood. And a.k.a. Mustafa Abdul Malak. They have Kavon Grant, a.k.a. Cuz or Vonnie. That's OT of Vonnie. Dontrell Wilson, a.k.a. Didi, OT of Didi. Keith Jones, a.k.a. Flocka, OT of Flocka. I guess OT of Flocka. David Brian Lindsay, known as Brown Eyes. And Asa Houston, known as Boogie. Now, when they had first did the complaint against Durk, they put one charge, which was just murder for hire. Now the superseding indictment gives Durk the other charges the other guys have. So he gets more charges, right? But they still have the same ones. So what is that? It's conspiracy and use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death. So it's, this is conspiracy for murder for hire. Then it's use, carry, and discharge of firearms and or machine gun and possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime, resulting in death. Now, this will be interesting because if Durk is charged with now having these firearms, let's make the argument, chat. Yo, I'm the money guy. I'm not touching guns. I'm just putting up the money. But it seems like that they're saying Durk was really close to this, right? We'll get into it. Possession of a machine gun, obviously, that isn't for everybody. That's for that one guy. Actually, two guys, one who was splattered and the other guy. And they have some criminal forfeiture stuff here. So let's kind of read through this real quick. It's not much new information, but it does give you a little bit of what's going on. So check this out. It says the grand jury charges, right? And this is the introductory allegations. It says in and around 2010, the defendant Durk Banks, also known as Lil Durk, aka Blood, aka Mustafa Abdul Malak, formed an organization called Only the Family, or OTF, which among other things produced and sold hip-hop music for artists primarily from Chicago. OTF acted as an association, in fact, of individuals who engage in violence. Now, let me tell you what's also going on here, chat. The feds have written this up in a way, it's dancing. They're doing a dance. Like, they're almost saying, this could be a RICO, but it ain't. But they're kind of describing the organization that seemed like it's a organization in a racket to commit crime. But they haven't charged him with racketeering. Also, my biggest fear is starting to come true. Feds usually, we all know 97, 98% conviction rate, even though a lot of people would say, well, the reason why it's that high is because nobody takes him to trial. If you actually take him to trial, you actually have a better chance. It's not 97, 90, 98% if you take him to trial, but most people don't. Here's the point about that. Well, feds usually don't come with the bullshit. They leave that for the state, right? They looked at the YSL case and said, oh, yeah, niggas got it. Good luck. YSL case in shambles, the state don't know how to act. Feds don't have that sloppy. The feds do quote some lyrics in this thing, which we all gotta wonder. Durk was rapping a lot about certain things that seemed was alluding to certain things. Would they use lyrics? We do see in this superseding indictment, they quote some lyrics. We're gonna go get to it, chat. So check this out. So they're saying OTF acted as an association, in fact, of individuals who engage in violence, including murder and assault at the direction of the defendant Banks, and to maintain their status in OTF. Now, by the way, the last line here spells RICO. Like, no, it doesn't spell RICO, but if you know, so in a RICO case, it's usually saying you have a leader, they have either a way to make money or they have some type of organization of how they're doing crime, right? Or illicit activity, and everybody else is then doing more crime or illicit activity to maintain their status within the gang or to further their status within the gang. Look how they say this here. OTF, blah, blah, blah. But they said these individuals engaged in violence, murder, and assault at the direction of Banks to maintain their status. So that's kind of almost like they keep winking at the RICO, but they haven't charged Durk with the RICO. Now, I keep telling y'all, once you get hit with the RICO, it's over. But the feds are playing this really, really smart and really careful. By the way, let's also think about the whole shit with Diddy. They did say there is a racketeering. Like, they charged Diddy with RICO, which this is why you know there's going to be a superseding indictment. Crazy with Diddy. They hit Diddy with a RICO. They ain't hit Durk with a RICO. And they're saying Durk shit goes back from 2010 and include a lot of violence. Diddy shit, even though arguably you could say that sexual violence is violence, but this is getting people clapped. But they haven't hit Durk with a RICO yet, so let's keep that in mind. Anyway, at all times relevant to this first superseding indictment, defendant Banks was the leader of OTF. Damn it, Chad. When the indictment comes down and it puts you at the top of the pyramid, it basically says you got nobody to snitch on. That's a problem, right? So defendants Kevon London Grant, a.k.a. Cuz or Vonnie, and Dontrell Wilson, a.k.a. Didi, and Asar Houston, a.k.a. Boogie, and co-conspirator 2 to 5. Remember, co-conspirator 1 was Durk, but now they finally named him. So now they're talking about 2 to 5. Were members or associates of OTF. Interesting. Defendant Keith Jones, aka Flocka, and Brian Lindsay were members of other gangs in Illinois. Now, the feds have shown that they're not that stupid. Now, this is probably why they didn't hit Durk with the RICO. Because if they're going to charge the OTF gang, if it's going to be an OTF gang RICO, you know what, say, defendants Keith Jones, Flocka, and David Brian Lindsay, Brown Eyes would say?
A careless driver passing in a no-passing zone. It caused an accident that seriously injured our client. He called 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Yeah, man, they charged my boy. Like gun charge. I think he's had another gun charge. He just had like a gun charge. I forgot what the other charge was. I think like use of commercial. Something about when he used the card, something about how he used the payments and the murder for hiding. I'm saying, so he got 2 more charges on top of charges he already got.
The prosecutors are gonna say Durk start linking up with these Town dudes or these other guys, some ancillary guys or gangs too, but we're using them for muscle. Now, Durk does have a defense here, people. The defense is, well, according to the indictment, Durk never recruited nobody. You know who recruited them? Dontrell Wilson, aka Didi. So Didi recruited these guys, supposedly. So Durk would be like, hey, what y'all talking about? I ain't recruit nobody. What you talking about? But they're going to try to piece things together. Now, it's clear to me there's multiple snitches. I read through this before. I'm sorry to give you spoiled because I would like to read live with you, but nothing is really saying. We keep hearing about this wire. Now, first and foremost, okay, no one's like wearing a wire like that, bro. You know what I mean? They would just probably give you a recording device, and the recording device could be as big as this. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing that you could pat somebody down and you find a big-ass wire just going across their fucking gut. No, they would just give you a fucking recording device that you just probably just flick. You just touch it and it just records everything. You know what I'm saying? Nothing in this indictment or what we've seen so far has made it clear yet. Not saying that there is none. Nothing has made it clear to say there is a wire. Okay? But is my am I good? Is my audio low? My audio is low. Let me know. Let me know if my audio is low, chat. Just let me know. We good? I think we good. Somebody said a little. Try to turn the bitch up. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So we're just trying to figure this out. Okay, this is a superseding indictment. It's the first one. Okay, so great. So it says, on or about November 6th, now they're going to talk about the death of King Von, Davon Bennett, which is King Von, high-ranking member of OTF and close member of the defendant banks, got into a physical altercation with Taquan Bowman, which is Quan Rondo, in a nightclub. And during the fight, an associate pulled out a gun and shot him, okay? After the murder, defendant banks made clear in coded language. Ooh, this is interesting. After the murder, defendant banks made clear in coded language that he would pay a bounty or monetary reward and or payment to anyone who took part in the killing of Quan Rondo for his role in the death of King Von. On or about the 18th, the co-conspirators learned that TD was staying in a hotel in Los Angeles as alleged in counts 1 and 2. And after learning of his location, at the direction of Banks, so they say Banks said this, defendants Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, co-conspirator 2, traveled from Chicago to LA for the purpose of murdering TD. By the way, this is a little bit sloppily written because Banks, Durk Banks, well, actually, never mind, no, yeah, my bad. Yeah, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and co-conspirator 2 went from Chicago to Illinois. Grant and Banks came from Miami, my bad. So I thought they fucked up. So they were saying now that Durk came from Chicago. He didn't. On the same day, defendants Banks and Graves traveled by private jet to LA. They traveled from Miami, by the way. As alleged in counts 1 and 2 on August 19th, at the direction of Banks, defendant Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, co-conspirator 2, used 2 vehicles to track Stalker and attempt to kill him by gunfire, including with a fully automatic firearm, resulting in the death of SR, which is Lil Pop. Following the attempted murder of TB, which is Quando, and the murder of Lil Pop, defendant Banks sought to commercialize his death by rapping. This is where music comes in, chat, about his revenge on Quando Rondo with music that explicitly refers or references audio from a news clip taken shortly after Lil Pop's murder, where TB screamed, "No! No!" That'd be funny, just putting some effect on it. After seeing Lil Pop's dead body. So it says, told me they got an addy. Go, go. Got a location. Go, go. Green light. Go, 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 go. Look on the news and see your son. You screaming, boo. I believe that is from the song War About It. Is it? Let's look. Let's look. Is that it?
No, nigga.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's the one featuring 20.
What song is that from? Not sure.
It's featuring Babyfaceray, man.
What song is that?
Look up the lyrics.
Oh, that's Computer Murders? Oh.
Man, this nigga acting crazy.
No, it's not. What song is that?
Babyfaceray featuring Durk.
What song is that, Chad? Babyfaceray Durk lyrics. I ain't gonna lie. The feds know Durk music more than me. Okay, let's see. Let's get to it. By the way, I didn't load up YouTube chat yet. Shout out to everybody on the King Academics page. I miss y'all, man. I don't know if y'all miss me, but I'm here now. Okay, here we go. I'm loading up the chat. Wait, why is this acting like this is like frozen?
This nigga ever tell you for difference.
I'm not sure. Wait, is this your? No, I think I'm back. All right, just give me a second. I'm loading this up. Babyfaceray. Let's get back to it. Okay, please stop freezing. Damn. Okay, here we go. Y'all can see it? Where Durk verse at? Fuck the state. Tell them suck my dick.
Man, this nigga.
With your telling ass. Damn. Trade center. It feel like I'm the one who could bring Pele back. Bro, them steal from me or snake me out. Y'all bringing up Melly back. Gotta kill a homie sometimes. Petty ass ain't fuck me like she said. God ain't got her belly wrap. I don't beef with niggas on the net. That shit fat ears. One op that I hate from over there just got his head pierced. Yo, Durk lyrics hit different because you know that shit was true.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Little bitch. See the drum hanging out my pants. Said it's a Ferris wheel. I can't cap it. I got an aqua nut just off her head scales. What the hell? I had paid the half for all the drink that I was sipping. $5K for a pint. I robbed them back, so I ain't tripping. I think about my brothers that I lost. I'm in my feelings. It's fucked up that I'd rather get revenge. Oh, hell no. This is like a confession. Hold up. Fucked up. I'd rather get revenge instead of millions. Come here. Durkio. Now call me Smirkio. Then it's personal. She twerked for show. Told me don't come fast. Took a perky though. A nigga asked me who I killed before. That nigga was probably the fans. One to chat if the nigga who asked that was the fans. That nigga was the fans. That nigga had the wire on. The nigga asked me who I killed before. Me? Like who you working for? Say my name for clout, but in them streets, they ass gonna hurt you though. They told me they got an addy. Go! Got a location. Go, go! Oh shit. Green light. Go, 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 go! Look on the news and see your son. Now you're screaming, no! Pussy. And all them niggas hanging with him. If you know, you know.
Man, this nigga's fucking stupid, man. What's wrong with this dude? Yo, what's wrong?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I love Durk. But the moment I heard this, I said, Durk must be watching too much Law and Order, bro. No, actually remind me of Slim Jesus. Right? That's this.
This is fucking hilarious, man. These fucking niggas.
All props. This shit. Everything I'm saying is motherfucker. All props. This shit.
When I see Durk do the disclaimer himself, I'm like, wait. Ain't no way Durk think that. Like, it's like me saying everything I'm about to say is cap. But yeah, I robbed him, I shot him. That nigga dead. Rest in peace, my boy. I paid 10 grand for you to die. Like, what? Wait, hold on. The disclaimer don't work. The disclaimer only work when you're capping. Y'all remember the Slim Jesus video back in the day?
This shit is all props, man.
Slim Jesus had a video, nigga, back in the day. Slim Jesus. Drill Top. You remember this? Look at this shit right here. Look. Boy, you posted. Look. Once I see this, warning. Any props used in this video that show or resembles any illegal material are merely props and shouldn't be taken serious. Don't try this at home. Here's the difference. Slim Jesus goons look like this. No disrespect to them. What block? This nigga was rap. Yo, Slim Jesus was playing in our face. This nigga say, yo, y'all niggas gotta come to Frank block. No disrespect to Frank. I don't even know who Frank is. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Once I see this nigga, yo, you could tell this nigga with a private school. Look at this nigga right here. I was clicking around and shit. I'm like, wait, this is niggas goons? Get the drum and let. Let's see what's Slim Jesus Frank Block. Remember Frank Block? Oh, this was, what the fuck? On the block.
It's goofy.
I knew Durk was in trouble when he started using. Listen, hear this.
So big dope. Hey, throw my new set, bro. No, we got it. Try to swim. That's your ass, boy.
Fuck all that shit saying y'all gonna pull up. We're actually out here, bitch.
Where the fuck y'all at?
You know how we rockin'. We out here on Frank Block, bitch. Where the fuck y'all at? Pull up, bitch.
Nigga, Frank Block had a nice public library, a city pond. This shit had a synagogue. Like, the shit was great. Frank Block was amazing. So once I seen Durk start doing what Slim Jesus was doing, I was like, yo, Durk, you know that work for white people. It don't work for you. Once I seen Durk say this,
everything I'm saying in this motherfucker, all props. This shit is not real. This case police living,
nigga, the police was like, it's all right. Say less. Once I ain't gonna lie to you. Once I heard this, I said,
man, what?
Ain't no way. Durk think the police was like, oh man, you just say this all props. All right, let's cut this off. Let's go to the next one. The moment I heard Durk say this, I said, God damn it.
Motherfucker, all props. This shit is not real. Motherfucker, all props.
He said this shit is not real. I love Durk, but come on now.
Everything I'm saying in this motherfucker, all props. This shit is not real. This case police.
Nigga. Yo, this shit ain't real. Yo, this is why I killed you on. This is why I killed you on Lamb Run and 50. Yo, this is why you died over there by the FedEx truck. Yo, this is why I slipped for my bro. This is why you keep twitching, nigga. Like, this is all props. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I see Durk say that, I was like, yo, yeah, the engineer was probably like, okay.
All props. This shit is not real. This case police.
This shit is not real. This is in case the police listening. Imagine the police be like, favorite. The police is like, goddamn, favorite. Oh man. Okay. Damn, I gotta listen to this song. So you tell me the song that they quoting is the song with him and babyfaceray. They told me they got an Addy, got location, green light. Look on the news, see the sun. Damn, okay. So here's a count one. Paragraphs 1 through 6 of the introductory allegations of this first superseding indictment. By the way, remember, it's first superseding. I think there will be another superseding indictment, people. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Are re-alleged and incorporated here the object of the conspiracy, beginning on a date but no later than 2020. They're going to basically say that these guys, okay, we don't have to read all this. So anyway, defendant banks will place bounties on individuals and other that he and other OTF members wanted to kill. As a part of the bounty, co-conspirators, known and unknown, including defendants Banks and Wilson, would pay anyone who took part in the killing of TB and or reward individuals with lucrative music opportunities. Okay, so this also rules out Didi of being a snitch, because it clearly said Didi was trying to pay them too, right? By the way, apparently Didi was the guy who was going to issue the payment. So, because he's mentioned here, he's not telling them. Co-conspirators known and unknown, including defendants Banks and Wilson, will recruit others, including defendant Jones, Lindsay, Houston, co-conspirator 2, to find, track, and kill TB. At the direction of Banks, defendant Grant would procure cars, ski masks, firearms that will be used by co-conspirators to find and track and kill Quando. Using a credit card associated with OTF, co-conspirator 3 will purchase airplane tickets for the co-conspirators to fly. You gotta fly me first class to kill a nigga for you. That's a fact. That is a fact, right? Defendants Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, Houston, and co-conspirator 2 would travel from Chicago to Illinois. From Chicago, Illinois to Southern California via airplane to find, track, and kill TB. Defendants Grant, Wilson, Lindsay, and Houston, and co-conspirator 2 would also travel throughout Los Angeles via cars procured by defendant Grant to find, track, and kill TB. Defendants Grant, Wilson, Jones, and Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator would communicate via cell phone to coordinate the logistics to find, track, and kill TB. Defendant Jones, Lindsay would fire. Okay, Jones, Lindsay, and co-conspirator. Again, co-conspirator got to be telling, bro, because he's still not named, even in the first superseding indictment. Would fire multiple shots at TB, killing Lil Pop, who was a passenger in the car. At the direction of defendant Banks, defendant Wilson would pay the bounty. Ooh, so that's So okay, so this is the main snitch. We're gonna figure it out. So it's at the direction of Banks. Somebody knows that Dee Dee paid out the money or caused payment to be made. So you know who tells me? The main witness had to be at that In-N-Out. After they killed Lil Pop, they went to an In-N-Out and they were talking about payment. Durk ain't there, but Dee Dee's there. And niggas are saying, well, we gonna get paid. On or about the following dates, in furtherance of the conspiracy to accomplish this object, defendants Banks, Grant, Wilson, blah, blah, they committed various overt acts in the Los Angeles County area within the Central District of California or elsewhere, but not limited to. Okay, so they follow. So it says, now this is interesting. It said Banks, this is Durk, used coded language and told Wilson, co-conspirator 2, 4, and 5, that he would pay. Yeah, so 2, 4, and 5 are the snitches, bro. Like all 3 of them are snitches. Come on. That he would pay monetary reward to anyone who would be involved in the killing. Then one or more co-conspirators, including defendant Banks and co-conspirator 4, learned that TB was visiting California and staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. By the way, I've also heard, I can't name who the person is, but chat, I'm getting reliable info that co-conspirator 4 that everyone has said is Brick. It's not Brick. It is someone allegedly that he knows. That you guys know? No, not a social media person, but it is someone that he's aware of. I'm not sure if he's aware that that guy's co-conspirator 4, but he does know this person. Just out of precaution, I'm not going to put the name out there now, but there is a name floating around of who allegedly co-conspirator 4 is, and it's not no one famous. So I'll put that in the air for now, but apparently it's not Brick, which kind of makes sense because Brick is having too much fun with this, and he's kind of almost draining the clout from this. And the only person who would clout chase on a federal indictment would be somebody that's not in a federal indictment, right? Unless they're an idiot. So anyway, okay. On the 18th, Banks Grant flew from Miami to LA on a private jet that they could help coordinate it. On the 18th, Banks and co-conspirator 5 asked co-conspirator 2 to travel to Southern California later that day. On the 18th, defendant Wilson recruited. So co-conspirator 5. So put it like this: Banks. So Durk and co-conspirator 5, who I think is snitching on Durk too, asked co-conspirator 2. So Durk was talking directly to some people who probably snitched on him, and then Wilson. So here's the thing: if Durk goes down for this, I just made this connection real quick. If Durk goes down for this, Durk has to blame himself, not Dee Dee. Everybody that Dee Dee recruited, look, Dee Dee, which is Wilson, recruited Jones and Lindsay. They're charged. They're locked up. The people who Durk talked to, other than Dee Dee, they're not named, which means the feds have either got them to flip on Durk or is about to get them to flip on Durk. So Dee Dee was a good soldier. He got niggas from the trenches to come and slide. Right? By the way, the dudes that Dee Dee got, hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Here we go. My bad. So Flocka and Brown Eyes aren't in OTF. Let's see who got Flocka and Brown Eyes. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So Wilson got Jones and Lindsay. Are Jones and Lindsay Flocka and Brown Eyes? We'll be able to tell right here. Jones. Yep. Jones is Flocka. And Lindsay is Lindsay Brown Eyes? Yes. So according to the feds, when Dee Dee's setting up this murder, Dee Dee doesn't use OTF niggas. He goes outside OTF and he gets some other niggas. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get you these niggas out here. They solid. They gonna do the murder. They gonna shut the fuck up. They not gonna snitch. And also they know me. They don't know you. You valid. It appears that maybe Durk sunk himself. Durk not only had Dee Dee recruit 2 niggas, Durk talked to 2 other snitches. He talked to co-conspirator 2 and 5. Those are the snitches. Holy. We're going to find this out, chat. So you can't really say Durk's man snitched on him. Durk is saying directly. It's saying directly. Wilson recruited Brown Eyes and Flocka. They're charged, right? But it said before, Banks, that's Durk, and co-conspirator 5 asked co-conspirator 2 to go to Cali that day. So that's 2 people not named, but they're connected directly to Durk. Right? Then co-conspirator 3 asked for biographical information. That's like an assistant or something. Right? Okay. And then we know 4. So 2 and 5 we know. And then 4 is, from what I heard, the dude is allegedly from Rolling 60s. It's just not Brick Baby. That's what I heard. He from 60s. Brick know him, or should know him. I'm guessing. Does everybody from 60s know each other? I don't know. But supposedly he knows him. But it's not Brick. But Brick is online clout chasing like it's him. Because shit, if y'all gonna call a nigga the killer and you know he ain't gonna get no charges, all right, man, let me take all the clout. I get it. Even though I don't know how the gang members feel about Brick kind of like, basking in that, but whatever. Cool. So it appears that Durk was in direct contact. Durk and co-conspirator 5, so co-conspirator 5 is a snitch, and 2 was the shooter. This 2 right here is going to be, I think he's overcooked. So I think he trying to snitch for a good deal. He probably, fuck McDonald's, nigga. He probably has some Philippe's, Maestros. Fuck Olive Garden. When he was up in the interrogation room, he said, I need some good steak. I need some good pasta. Y'all want me to tell on the whole gang? Give me the best food. Bring that little chef that be doing all this. I need that. I tell on everybody. Co-conspirator 2 is the guy. He's snitching like a motherfucker. Trust. Yeah, he ain't snitched for the McDonald's. The way how he's important to this case, co-conspirator 2 probably said, we need Gordon Ramsay to chef up in front of me. If he chef up his best meal, I'll sink this entire gang. Facts. Salt Bay's just a cameo. Facts. But Durk's in big trouble because it's linking. So here's the thing, and I'm not trying to co-sign none of this, but we just thinking the shit true. If this is murder for hire, we're making this up. We don't know if Durk's innocent or guilty. If I'm the money guy, I want to have one trusted guy. All right. Oh, shit, I don't want to do that because I don't want to act like I'm like implicating Gotti. All right, let me use that. I don't think Gotti got nothing to do with nothing, but I'm just using an example. I'm Gotti. Let's say I'm Gotti and I want Dolph dead. I don't say this is true. I'm just saying this is an example for this case. Who could I trust? I need somebody I could trust where he's the only link back to me. And I know he will never flip. My brother. He ain't gonna tell me. That's my guy. Only one link. So when your brother die, the whole shit, there's no connection to you. Durk needed that one person that would never tell on him. So this is why this is sloppy. Durk is talking to Didi. Didi's solid. The two dudes that Didi got never talked to Durk. They never talked to Durk. But look like Durk was so thirsty for the body, allegedly. Durk is communicating with other niggas. He was on the plane with Vonnie Grant. Now, he did put Vonnie to handle the body gloves, body masks, get the cars. Didi was supposed to bring two other niggas, you know what I mean? Real hitters, whatever. But he's talking to some other men. He's talking to 2 who ends up being a shooter and 5 who ends up gets 2 to there. Those are the people who tell. That's why Durk is in the hottest of water. Durk doesn't have the luxury of saying, yo, the only way I get sunk is if Vonnie or Didi sinks me. No, both of them are actually charged with you. You talk to some other guys, and them other guys, they're telling, including the shooter. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do murder for hire, I'm not trying to give no advice to nobody. You shouldn't do it. But you have to have levels of separation. You need one person. It has to be one person. It can't be 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, obviously, there's a lot of mistakes here, right? Like, even if there's one guy that Durk talked to and say was Vonnie or Didi, well, the OTF credit card is used. The OTF assistant who books flights is, so it's sloppy already. We're not going to lie. It's sloppy. It's just sloppy. But Durk moves a little bit different. If he never talked, I'm telling you, chat, come on. Look, it says Banks. So co-conspirator 4 finds the drop. And then Durk, who flew with Grant, it says Durk, Banks, and co-conspirator 5 asked 2 to travel. And co-conspirator 2 is one of the shooters. Bad work. I always say this. It's the reason why they say 2 people can hold a secret if one of them is dead. Remember that. You can't have too many people on the conspiracy. All that gang, whatever. When you the top guy, remember, they're not going to put all the millions to get into OTF unless they can get you. So you got to limit the amount of people you talk to. I don't think Durk did nothing. I think you're an innocent man. Man, I think y'all just reading too much into lyrics. Fairs too. But if he was doing this, Durk should have had only one nigga who he ever communicated with. One. It should never say you're talking to co-conspirator 2, 5. What? That's gonna be a problem. Anyway, so Didi, the guys who Didi recruit, they're indicted. So essentially, they ain't got much to give up on Durk. They got shit to give up on Didi, right? But now we know why Durk is called hook, line, and sinker. He was talking to too many people, and some of those people got either picked up by the feds or booked, and they either struck a deal and they snitched on him. Then they went and got co-conspirator 3, who got the credit card, who we're going to think is a civilian. They gave it up to, right? Now, here's the thing. Yeah, Durk is too trusting. Defendant Banks, well, I guess this looks bad in court, but this could be nothing, right? Defendant Banks. So Durk texts his co-conspirator 3. Yo, don't book no flights under my name, gang. Now, that could be innocuous. Yo, hey, he has privacy concerns. Don't book no flights on my name. Or it could be like, hey, listen, just make sure I heard of some shit. I ain't with it. Don't have that being associated with me. You know, you could kind of spin it that way, you know. Now, this one gets complicated. Avert Act 7. They use the card ended in 2039, which is the OTF credit card. Oh my God. The feds must be licking their fucking chops. Let's look at the last 5 purchases. Oh, we bought a studio mic to set up a studio in the Waldorf. We bought a couple flights for Durk girlfriend and his kids to come see him. Then we bought 5 ski masks, 3 automatic weapons, and then we paid for an Airbnb where they go hide out and 2 cars that they could go do the killing. Oh my God. Not all on the credit card. Jesus. This is another thing. This is why you can't do crime with broke niggas, respectfully. Broke niggas never have no credit. Like, part of doing the crime and getting away with it is me telling you, bro, you pay for it, I'm gonna get you back. This is, y'all don't realize that's how Gotti and what's his name was about to get away with the dope shit. That's what they basically did with them stupid ass shooters. Yo, yeah, y'all pay for it. Yo, we got you on the back end. No, your stupid ass ain't gonna be on the back end. You know what I mean? Your ass locked up with like, yo, where my 50,000 at? You're in jail, dummy. Oh, the 50,000 went to your lawyer, but now I could I have some plausible deniability. I didn't pay you for the murder. You're just a friend of the family that I'm defending. Duh. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. We set up the murder. Bruh, you gotta use your bitch credit card, not the business credit card. You see, that's the thing too. You gonna do a murder for hire? Make sure your murderers are fucking some bitches with good credit. So you tell me that the only credit card that could be used, it should have all been Durk gonna pay y'all back cash, but y'all use y'all bitch credit card, y'all use any other credit card. Anything else. Nigga, beg your mama for some money. When y'all show up to the United Center when he performing and he counting up 500,000 in the back, he gonna throw you a 30 ball. And you know what that's for, you gonna get a wink. That's it. Y'all not supposed to use his motherfucking credit card that says OTF. Only the family LLC. All right, fuck it. Swipe it. Do it for the murder. No. Your shooters gotta have good credit, chat, or they gotta have a bitch that they can use their credit card. They can't use your shit, man. For real. That's the next thing. They almost got Black Youngster caught up with that when Black Youngster was trying to allegedly kill Dolph. Your shooters gotta have their own cars to do the murder in. Y'all can't all go borrow my rentals to go do the murder. Same with Thug. Damn, I tell y'all niggas to go kill Nut. Pause. Allegedly. And y'all niggas need the car I rented? What happened to y'all cars? That's the problem. That's the problem, chat. See? Y'all gotta find murderers with a good credit score, man. And 3 or 5. Or fuck with a murderer who's a lightweight scammer. He could just use somebody else's credit card. Like some shit that, one day I hung out with a card cracker, chat. That nigga was trying to get some pussy. That nigga had 55 cars. I never seen that nigga like Gambit. I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, after that, nigga, I called all my, when I went home the night after, the nigga booked 13, he booked 13. It's a funny story. I don't even, because the person's known now. The nigga booked 13 hotels that night. He was trying to fuck a bitch. Nigga, I was so spooked, nigga. When I went home that night, nigga, I locked every card that was in my wallet. I said, this nigga's a fucking, what the hell? This was a time for, I thought Chicago was known for cracking cards, not using the business card. What the fuck? Anyway, co-conspirator purchased airline tickets for Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston to travel. Okay, bet. Then co-conspirator 3 confirmed to them that they had the same airline. Okay. Wilson said, on my way. He said to a friend on Instagram. So they bid on the Instagrams. So they ran the Instagram, you run the warrant on there and Meta just snitches on you, tells everything that you DM'd, even the vanish mode. Defendant Houston texted co-conspirator 3 on, I think it means I don't got clear. I'm 15 minutes away from the airport. So clear is like the way you can walk to the airport quickly. All right, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, they flew from Chicago to San Diego. And then they, and it was used by the credit card number 1. All right, bet. Now, this was crazy. Now, so Grant was trying to be smart. Grant was like, all right, I caught the ski mask with the cash. And then, this is crazy. Grant caught the ski mask with cash. And then he rented a room. Oh, I guess you got to rent a room with a card. How could they avoid that? I don't know, whatever. Then Grant met with the co-conspirators, okay, gave him firearms that was been modified. Okay, man. It's bad work, man. It's nasty. Okay. So we see these pictures once again. It's kind of like mirroring the last joint. You see the gas station joint. Yeah. So again, everything's going to be done in the Central District of California, and they're saying that Durk Banks, known as Lil Durk, aka Blood, aka Mustafa Abdul Malak, and all these guys have been charged, and they all have a few counts. Durk has 3, and there's one individual that actually has 4. So Durk has not been indicted. This indictment we thought would have been unsealed when he arrived in California, from what I could see, and you could probably look it up now. FDC Miami inmate search. We could probably look him up. Let's see if he's still there. Inmates find an inmate. Durk Banks. Yep, he's still there. Here we go. We found him 32. He's still in Miami. Yeah. So somebody told me the travel schedule, or like the extradition schedule. I think it's every other week or every 2 weeks. So someone told me like in the next 5 days or so, he should be on the way. Right? Which, he don't get special privileges because he's Durk. They lock him up. They put him there. And when it's, he waived all the things that could keep him there. But when it's the next time to transport him, I don't know. I guess the feds have a plane. So everybody who is going cross country is going to get put on that plane. And that's when Durk's going to get transferred. So, yeah. You didn't know Durk was 32? Yeah, he turned 32. He turned 32. You know what's funny? There's almost like a little irony with like his case. Because the feds let him do his birthday concert at United Center. That's on October 19th. And then they locked him up. Some people believe that he was aware that he was going to get picked up then. And they thought that he was going to get picked up that night, actually. Which is kind of interesting, right? Okay. Let me see. Anything else more relevant on this situation before we move on? What the fuck? I don't know. That's some old shit. My bad.
You could tell they were starting.
All right. There is some Diddy stuff, but let's try to stick on the Durk situation right now. Yeah, there's not much. Really.
As we talk about to lead J. Cole, Justin Bieber, he won a Grammy. Talk to me about the challenges of representing such a high-profile defendant like this.
Jesse, great to be with you again. The challenges in this case in particular are going to be especially hard in light of the circumstantial and other evidence that you have described. But whenever you're representing somebody of Lil Durk's status you're concerned primarily with the criminal charges, but you're also concerned with his brand, which also is at stake in such a high-profile matter.
Would this necessarily hurt his brand? Because I did a separate sidebar episode about this, where I had a guest on who talked about.
But I think as the lawyer, as you pointed out, you have to be primarily concerned about keeping his liberty.
Would it be tough for you, or is it tough for any defense attorney to represent a high-profile defendant? Because the spotlight gets put on the legal counsel too. I mean, we're talking about the same thing.
What was, by the way, so the continued Durk paperwork also shows. So I don't know if you guys do go check out the academy.blog. You'll see like all the paperwork related to Durk. You'll also see like his lawyers and some of these other things too. He hasn't really chose the lawyer he's gonna fully stay with. Actually, you'll see it in here. He hasn't. He was given some temporary counsel. Let's see. Oh, it's not in this one. It's in the other one. Give me 1 second. So, yeah, he got temporary counsel at this point. We don't know who he's gonna go with for the full information. Let me see. No, not that. All right. Anyway, Durk hasn't picked the lawyer supposedly that is gonna go forward and rock out with this. Again, he hasn't shown up to California yet, but I do hear, and this is the latest I've heard. This is through the grapevines, people. I heard a few people who are very important hit Durk's family, hit his father. His father is really important in figuring out his legal counsel and say, yo, this is a lawyer you got to go with, whatever. I've heard a few lawyers that have been thrown around, and we're talking about these super lawyers, right? These guys are, we've seen them defend other people, not only in state cases or whatever. We just seen them defend people just all around. And it appears that Durk is still like deciding, but he is having, counsel represent him through this process because he hasn't even gotten arraigned yet. But he hasn't picked his full lawyer yet, but people have been throwing all type of lawyers at him. And you got to imagine whatever lawyer that's going to rep Durk is going to be hitting him with like, yo, Smirk, you got to pay us a federal indictment, murder for hire, superseding shit coming through. Yo, we need $5 million, gang. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, do I think that Durk was never aware of this and he would be shocked by this? I think he wants whatever counsel that would get him off. Right? We don't know what that looks like, though.
Right?
Daytona Jack. Fast lifts, top safety standards, unbeatable value. Only at Harbor Freight.
Get an Ashley Queen bed, an Xbox bundle, or a Samsung 65-inch smart TV. Your choice, just $19.99 per week in rent. Black.
Durk. All right. So I kind of played you the 6ix9ine stuff, and as I said, I believe that Durk was significantly smarter in how he played the industry. I'm not saying smarter overall, but he was smarter in how he was maneuvering. Number one, he always made great songs, but getting to the point where the industry accepted him for being a superstar, he was a guy who was disregarded. You got to imagine, like, if we're thinking about music like the NBA, Durk was a guy, round 20, no, not round, like he's a 20th pick in the NBA draft, right? And then basically the first 2 years, or the first year he does good, the second year not as well, third year, like, he does a certain type of basketball game people ain't on, so like he gets dropped and he has to play overseas. And he came from overseas, went to the G League and got back in the league. And he's not, and he comes in a role player and turns into be a star for a new team. Like he's now a bona fide star. That's really Durk's career if we're going to compare it to NBA. And he did it a lot of it. He's always made great music, but he did a lot of it through knowing how to.
DJ Benz, Lil Durk close friend. DJ Benz, Lil Durk close friend. He said basically the FBI be lying and they lying on Durk. They got the Pinocchio nose, where they just make up lies. Just because somebody says something don't mean it's the honest truth. That's basically what Benz is saying after reports came out that Lil Durk got hit with more charges and they actually using the songs that he made against him. You know, Benz had some strong words about this song that they used, and the song he used, Durk made a song with a Detroit rapper, Babyfaceray. Well, I guess, you know, he made, you know, references about Lil Pop getting killed, dissing Quando, and you know, the famous meme, not even a meme, just the famous video of Quando Rondo when the police pull up on him and he got out the car and realized Paul was dead, and Quando Rondo said, "No!" That video. They saying he kind of referenced that in the song that he did. Ben said that's a lie. Hit the like button. Gold on this video 1,000 likes. Because now, with those new charges, their friends are speaking out. They basically saying just because the FBI put these allegations out don't mean that it's true. You know, they get sides of the story from some people, then they do homework, and then they come up with a story that best fits the scenario. That don't mean that the scenario is real. It's 100% true. You have to understand that it's their side of the story, then it's your side of the story, then it's the truth. Benz put out a fact. Benz said the song, well, he said it's a fact. He said the song that they using against Durk with babyfaceray was recorded way before Lil Pop lost his life. And the FBI is reaching. They reach into the sky. Anybody can tell them anything. They were so thirsty to lock up Lil Durk, anybody tell them anything, you know? And I thought that was strong. Now, I'm not sure exactly when that song came out, you know? I think people going to go back and do their homework and get their looking and stuff, but he clearly said, you know, the FBI rushed on this one. And he kind of spoke on, like, my mixtapes, which is like a social media app posting that. Then he responded, like, get y'all police ass on. And I feel them with that to a certain extent, but, you know, these sites are like reporter sites, you know, investigative sites for street culture. And, you know, they just posted what's in that paperwork. That paperwork clearly got this song with Baby Ray and Durk in it. And Benz responded, basically, get y'all police ass on. But he did let it be known that that song was made way before that accident happened with Lil Pop. I thought that was strong. I'm not sure. You know, the feds love using people's music. They use Young Thug music. We seen them use Duck music. They use O-Block music.
Yeah, they use Lil Durk lyrics with Babyfaceray in a song he got.
What all of that means?
It's not
Bad Baby got cancer.
Well, we gonna jump into this.
DDG and his baby mama going through it. What else is going on? They say Kodak is tweaking. He appeared on Kai's stream. Salute to Kai. He's running Twitch right now. I'm actually surprised we even got. Once you got, yeah, we got a decent number on Twitch right now. And Lil TJ jumped in. Lil TJ looked like he was getting that. I tried to diffuse that behind the scenes. I'll let you guys know how that went. I got some more details on the Durk case. Don't know if I can divulge everything, but we're working a lot of things. The YSL case still going on, even though Thug is free. The judge, I ain't gonna lie, I think she been feeling herself. She realized that niggas love her now. She just said the N-word in court. The judge, yes. You know what I mean? She let Thug out, so everybody love her. I see mad Thug pages just have her as their profile picture. She said the N-word. She said nigga, but that's when I realized. I was like, why did anyone think Thug was gonna get really sentenced? Bro, she talked like she black. You know white girls that act like they black? And their language is like, it's like mirroring, like I heard her talk, even when she said, I'm gonna show you how the clip. She was like, niggas, she said like something about niggas lacking. I was like, wait, this judge been fucking some black people, I'm sorry to say. Because she's not only reading as if she's a professional, she's talking like she know the vernacular, which means some black penis been up inside of her, so salute to her. And, we also gotta, finally air it out. Young Thug stuck between a rock and a hard place. Young Thug don't know if he want to be cool with Gunna or keep it real and now shame Gunna. Here's the thing. The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this. I don't give a fuck if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Durk, Baby. There's a few other rappers that just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out. They're chilling away. Thug got out. Gunna kind of hot. It ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but he's kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place because the niggas who need, Thug is the hottest thing in Atlanta right now. We've never seen a nigga this hot since T.I. King. Real talk. 2008 T.I. King. You can't name another rapper as hot as what Young Thug is now. Lil Baby is ice cold. We thought we were defrosting this. I might start with this topic. We thought we were defrosting this nigga, Lil Baby. He's back on ice. Okay? Back on ice. He followed every direction I said. By the way, P, shout out to you. You my boy. I love you. That's the boss of Lil Baby. I don't know if you were passing on whatever I've been saying. I'm not trying to take credit and be egotistical. But Lil Baby was doing everything I was damn near saying. Everybody who was watching me know everything I said. I said, boy, start doing features. Kill all the features. You can rap. Features start popping up. Features start hitting. Central C. Feature over here, Sexy Red. Feature over here with what's it do? All these people, right? I'm like, this is what, the top of the top rappers know how to occupy the people before they come back with some new shit. So I'm like, Baby is starting to, he's learning. That boy just dropped a song. And here's what I keep telling y'all. Baby's downfall is that his sound is so monotone. Or not monotone, but it's so heavy. It's the same with the Baby. Both of them have the same problem. That anytime they write for themselves and be creative themselves, or they don't have features, whatever they make sounds exactly like what they've made for 2 years. So Baby made the same song again. And people are like, all right, fuck this comeback. It ain't going nowhere. So, here's the thing. Young Thug, who got the Infinity Stones in Atlanta, just like Kendrick got it for the culture, in Atlanta, if Thug says something, that's what's happening. Baby looking at Thug like, yo, bro, when I was popping and niggas was waiting for my next album, It's Only Me, after my turn, and you got locked up, and right after that too, when I could still whatever, you told me to say, fuck Gunna. And I said, fuck Gunna. I'm a little cold right now. What's popping? So Young Thug is in the position where he can't fuck with Gunna, even if he wanted to. Which is going to be interesting because it's so funny. Like, this is why I personally think that this whole street shit is like really dead. Well, it obviously is dead, but here's the thing. It's not whatever you see with Thug now, it's not him standing on business. It's him having to make right what people stood on for him. People were riding against Gunna. I'm telling you, some of these niggas talk to Gunna on the phone. I know this is a fact. They talk to Gunna on the phone. They say, yo, bro, I don't know what's up with you and whatever, but they tell me you no good. I can't work with you. They told Gunna that. That's a fact. I know it is a fact. And by the way, you know me. I got the best sources in the world. But nobody ever calls me out because the sources I have ain't no some bullshit. When I say some shit, that's what happened. When Gunna got out, he tried to talk to all the Atlanta rappers. This ain't public. They all shunned him, bro, because of Thug. So Thug comes out. What I'm hearing, Thug was mad when he was locked up, but that nigga's free now, bro. But he got to still ride on that because mad niggas went against Gunna for him. So if it's like, yo, you jumping in two friends' beef, and then they get cool again, and then you kind of lost a step in your career, and you look at them like, yo, damn, that's some fake shit. So really, I'm only telling you that to say, Thug is doing what Thug need to do, which is, you know what I mean? He gonna watch this. I'm gonna show you. Baby ain't as hot as he is, right? Hot as he used to be. He need Thug. Thug come back. Thug really don't want to be on some fuck Gunna campaign. Thug don't even need to say fuck Gunna. Thug could just do him. But Thug has to realize Wham, or whatever they call him, Baby was running everything you want him to run when he was locked up. And look at this. I'll make some predictions on the stream too. Baby finna drop. And by the way, from what I heard, he had a different album title. Since Young Thug got released, they're now saying it's whatever Wham says goes. They're like switching up his marketing. They're switching up his marketing, right? This is billboards. This is billboards in LA and Chicago. They're switching up Lil Baby's marketing to kind of like mirror the strength that Thug finna give him. Remember when Thug tweeted out? Look, Thug ain't tweeted that many times, even to this day. Back in June, he said it or something like that. Whatever Wham says goes. So this is to show you how dependent everybody is on Thug. But not only that, look. Go down. June 26th, whatever Wham says goes. So now, Baby not that hot no more. Bro, we just seen, we got to talk about this. Uzi selling 60K? Bro, these niggas know what's up. Yo, Baby sales is going to be abysmal. Trust. So you know what's happening right now, Jack? Believe me. What's happening is that Baby's looking at it to say, nigga, I could have said fuck you and kept working with Gunna and say ain't none of my business, right? I could have kept working with that nigga. He's hot as shit. I would have been still hot as shit. We've been a duo. I said, fuck that. I'm real. I'm street. You real. You street. I went against him. Gunna's hot. I'm a little cool down. What you're gonna watch right now is Thug pay his debts back. Watch and believe what I said. He gotta pay his debts back. His debt is to send these niggas off on a mission to say fuck Gunna, thinking that they were gonna kill Gunna's career or hype. Except it only backfired, at least on Baby, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I was one of those people who never thought Gunna was even close to Baby. But this is the first year I could be like, oh yeah, Gunna's hotter than Baby. What the fuck? Like right now, Gunna's hot. Right? Am I tripping? Gunna right now is hotter than Baby. So now, Baby's like, yo, bro, you sent me on a dummy mission. Like, all right, you back free now. You got the Infinity stones. You got to go on it. Like, you got to get me back hot. So I'm kind of watching that. Very interesting, if you ask me. Very, very interesting. Look, they're running. So from what I've heard, right, Baby's album seems to be switching, like how they're marketing, but they're marketing off the piggyback of Thug. Whatever Wham says goes. Also, from what I'm hearing, Baby's trying to drop. Based on how I'm watching them come, it feels like he would be trying to drop in December. But the thing with Baby, I think they know how important this is. They might push it back. So just let y'all know, Baby and his team, and QC and P, you know I love you. I just fuck with P. P is what I. But still, they're trying to heat it up for Baby. They're trying to drop in December, like 14th. Trust. Trying to tease a couple songs. Here's the problem. Fans ain't biting. No single they're coming out with, the fans like, oh, that's it. So really, they're probably gonna, in reality, they're gonna spend a bunch of money and realize, oh, we're gonna just have to push this back to February or March, or they're gonna go to Thug and try to get a single with Thug, right? Be like, yo, Thug, we need the single, or maybe the single comes before. But if I'm Thug, why the hell would me being locked up for 3 years mean I gotta revive Lil Baby's career? Nigga, you've been free the whole time. Get out of here, nigga. It's my time to shine. So this is so interesting. Young Thug is out here trying to now repay the debts that he accrued when he was locked up. All right, because I won't even tell you the source on this, nor I'm the source. Fuck it. When Thug was locked up, Thug told Baby, Baby, I say Durk, Baby Durk, and 2 other rappers that I know of. Specifically, we not fucking with that nigga. And the plan was, I want to drop on his date.
Arby's deep fried turkey is back. Get thankful.
One of these days.
TJ.
It's time to activate. Let's go. Please don't shoot.
So another thing I seen online, you and Sean broke up?
Yes.
What happened? Because after that, I see him outside with a Drake and a Switch over east, ready to crash out. Like, what the fuck? Like,
he just do too much. Like,
that has something to do with you?
Yes. Like,
what type? I need that type of love.
He just do too much. Like, he just be doing too much. He just do too much.
Yeah.
He just be trying to get my attention. He just do too much. Like,
all you had to do before Sweetest Day, though.
What you mean? Why he had to do what he did if you go see this day? Like, why you had to play with me? Like, why you had to play with me? I'm not that bitch to be played with. I'm my daddy daughter. Can't no nigga play me. That's all. Let him. You hear what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You're not gonna play with me. But I love him.
I know you do.
Like, that's my.
I see when I see his name, still smiling and shit.
He got my name tatted. I got his name tatted. Like,
yeah.
I love him. That's boo for sure. We just not together.
So how is that like? Having a relationship, but it's in the public. Because this is probably regular shit that won't nobody know about. Motherfucker get past, get it together, but everybody see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to keep the internet out of my relationship, like, as much as I can. Like, I can't control what people say or too much what he posts, because when he crash out, he crash out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't control how the internet react off that, but I try to keep the internet out of my relationship. Like, when I go through shit with him, I try not to get on the internet and be like, oh, I'm single. I try to go through it with him. Or like, oh, I'm going through this, or oh, I'm going through that. Like, I don't really try to that's the last thing I try to do. Like, I don't give a fuck about shit else. Like, nothing. But my relationship, nah. Ain't no bitch gonna be saying this about my nigga. I don't get on here and tell y'all every time this nigga do good. I ain't finna get on here and tell y'all every time he fuck up. Like, y'all feel the type of way about him. So.
Who block he was on, though?
He wasn't on nobody block.
I know
he wasn't on nobody block.
He was over East for sure.
He was definitely over East, but he wasn't on nobody block. Like, I don't know why the blogs and the fans like turned it out to be like some no limit shit. Like, it had nothing to do with phone number or no limit. Period. Like, he was doing that to get my attention. Like, that was just that. Like, he just was doing too much. He was mad. I caught him.
So another thing I seen you just recently dropped your songs Players Club. What was the how did that come about as far as the song and the video?
Honestly, like, Players Club is a song that I've been made. Like, I made the song over a year ago. Then shot the video July 4th last year of 2023. Like, this song is so old. It didn't even have nothing to do with like my breakup, my relationship, and none of that. That's just really like.
Was it the timing thing though? Like, where you dropped it because of the?
No. Like, I was already dropping that song, and then me and my nigga broke up. So when it came out, everybody was like, "Oh, this bitch being shady as hell." It was like, whole time, me and my label had already chose this song for us to drop next. Like, it was never, oh, I'm breaking up with my niggas, so I'm gonna drop Players Club. Like, that had nothing to do with it. I know it seemed like it, but it had nothing to do with it. Like, it was a selection for me and my label.
So another thing that I seen on the internet, was Cairo getting booked. You know Cairo cousins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how did that affect you? Because I ain't like that arrest was crazy. They say like the Secret Service. Like what the fuck? You ever seen the Secret Service before?
I've never seen the Secret Service.
I never seen them niggas.
I've actually, you know what? I actually have seen the Secret Service before. I was on the E-way, and baby, what you want to call me? Baby, what you want to call? I think we was on our way from the studio, and I think either one of the running-up presidents was in town for the campaign. I can't remember if it was Donald Trump or Harris. One of them was in town, and it was just so many trucks following in front and behind. They had everybody blocked off just, for them to go. And that was the only time. But I've never seen, like, the Secret Service, like, up close and personal. Like, I see the trucks and shit, because of the president, like, driving past and shit.
You ever heard of, like, a nigga getting arrested by the Secret Service? Though?
Yeah, nah.
Like, I didn't even know
they just be shit. Like, I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I heard. Can't wait for Black Friday? You don't have to at Kohl's. Shop amazing deals and
way and no more blurting out information.
Yeah, man. Long break on that.
I knew I hadn't seen him live in a bit. Old Black Louie has been locked up since October 16th. It appears he was arrested on a fugitive from justice out-of-state warrant. So far, there is no indication of his extradition or what the specific out-of-state warrant is for. Dang, man. For those that don't know, Louie was shot in the head during the incident when King Von was killed. In the full video that was released, Louie was so focused on his target that he didn't seem to see the police on the side of him. Next portion we see is Louie laying on the ground with the officer stating on the radio that he just shot someone. Louie lays in the same position for a few before you see movement, and he ends up in the seated position. At that time, the officer attempts to speak to Louie, and I'll let y'all finish watching the rest of the video on Chirac Humor's YouTube page. The scene is extremely chaotic, if you can imagine, and it takes a long time, considering the seriousness of his injury, for the Mello does an interview with 16 Shot on Visuals, where he asked about the Mouse Batul song and what happened with Pretty Leah and why she was taken off the song. Well, Mello says that it was because Pretty Leah's manager, or as they thought at the time, Pretty Leah herself was sneak dissing the group. Well, the first time Mello responded to this question a while back, she said that it was a misunderstanding and that she was cool with Pretty Leah. They even did a song together. Fast forward to this interview, and Mello claims that Leah was the one sneak dissing, so she kicked her off the song. She claims that Leah's verse was weak anyway. Wow. Then comes the back and forth with DCG Sean, who is Mello's ex. When everyone found out that they broke up, he was saying how much he wanted her back and that he loved her. Well, he didn't act like he loved her at all yesterday. Boy, oh boy, he started saying that he would have had 3 babies on her with 3 different women if they didn't terminate. What the hell? He put Mello and her friends on blast for wearing fake merch. Mello calls him a fake Muslim that she used to beat up. Mello claims Leah tried to get up with Sean and her at one point. She also said that Leah slept with Skin Bone. What? This whole situation is out of control. Mello then spills that she used to mess with Mona Duke, and we all suspected that after a photo surfaced of the two. She said that Duke's baby mama is so crazy that she's not trying to deal with that. Skinbone then responds to people putting his name in drama. Y'all, it was so much information between all of them, I couldn't keep up. Y'all hit me in the comments with your thoughts. Later, y'all.
Worry about me switching to Muslim, and you don't know if your friend me or B-side. I lie to you so much, you don't know what's true. And you come on the internet saying whatever I told you. Yeah, she Besides, you wrong again, you dumb, stupid rookie hoe. I was moving too fast with the hoe, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry that, it's taking me so long to get to this story, but I got to get ready. I got to do unlike this and niggas that's never booked and busy. You know what I'm saying? Never has to do. Nobody's never calling their phone for nothing. Niggas and bitches that ain't got no motion without mellow. The biggest. The big one, not the little one. But anyway, yeah. So let me get to it. Leah, ain't nobody got to allow you. That's for one. You can ask any of the Masco 2 girls. You didn't know how to count your bars. Yo, in that studio, lay down the 8. You done, ho. You not done, ho. You got 4 more. It was taking you so long to finish your 4. I had to help you come up with your last 4. You didn't come up with the last 4. So please get on here and lie like you did, because everybody was in the studio and vouched and helped you with that. That's for one. 2, I never had to lie about no story. We did an interview with Frankie on the radio when the song first came out, and you and your manager, you actually was copping pleas, Leah. You threw it all on your manager. You use a backdoor, because your manager was speaking on the behalf of you, and you know that. Your manager ain't never finna go on no interview or nobody and tell them, oh, Leah feels this way and Leah don't feel that way. Baby, that's how you was feeling. That was your manager. You expressed that to her. Y'all had that conversation. Cool. Okay, cool. You copped that plea though. Because when I clocked y'all T and hoes was saying, oh, feeling like they Destiny Child, feeling like we Destiny Child and they Beyonce, bitch, never could have been Beyonce. Granted, when the song first came out, you had the most clout out of all of us, but baby girl, look what it's at now. That's what your mouth gets you exactly right there. That's why I took you off the song. Because how you was popping it to Frankie, talking about, oh, I don't want to, I thought it was just an interview with me by myself. Make a long story short, y'all, the lady wanted to interview all of us, okay? Because the song had just came out. The lady wanted to interview all of us and come on the interview. Me and Leah at the time, Imani was the only people who had management. So she reached out to Leah management, and Leah management told her, Leah doesn't want to share her platform with the other girls. She thought it was a solo interview. You know what I'm saying? Leah worked very hard for her platform, blase, blase, blase. She don't want to share it. Only getting the interview because the song just went viral on TikTok and they want to interview us, not you. You're not getting the interview because you're weak musical. You're getting the interview because of the song. Clock that T. That's for one. Let's start there. Okay, was acting like Beyonce ended up being Kelly Rowland. You got set down. And oh God, I heard your conversation on the phone with Laka. And you had a chance, you could have been back on the song with being acting so nonchalant, like, I don't really care if I'm on it or not, and da-da-da-da. Oh, well, off. On God, you off, and it's just that simple. I went to the studio the same day and removed your verse. It was, to me, honestly, it was the weakest verse anyway, because you needed help writing it. And your flow was all through it. Down, screaming, down.
I'm supposed to be telling you how Lundberg Family Farms rice is organic and herbicide-free. But these trucks won't leave until I tell you that Lundberg saves baby ducks. Whew, that was getting ducking out of hand. Lundberg Family Farms, ducking good rice.
Christmas came early this year in Venezuela. The season officially began October 1st, decreed by the country's authoritarian president, Nicolás Maduro.
Voy a decretar el adelanto de la Navidad para el 1 de octubre.
The absurdity would be laughable if this weren't the perfect snapshot of Venezuela's black is white dystopian unreality. An oil-rich country so devastated economically that it can't even keep the lights on, where life is so unlivable that a quarter of its population has fled. A quarter, nearly 8 million people.
He needed a distraction and spreading circuses.
The title of former New York Times journalist William Newman's book about Venezuela says it all. Things are never so bad that they can't get worse.
Everybody knows that he's lost the election. He's the emperor who has no clothes. He's cracked down.
In July, Venezuela, with a history of on-again, off-again democracy, held elections. Maduro claimed he had been reelected, but in a bold act of defiance, the opposition produced voting machine tallies proving that this man, Edmundo Gonzalez, had actually won the presidency by better than a 2-to-1 margin. Impartial election observers agreed. Maduro called out the military to enforce his election denial. Gonzalez was told, leave the country or else. He turned up in Spain. At least 24 people were killed and more than 2,000 detained in the chaos. Maria Corina Machado, the face of the opposition, who would have run for president herself if Maduro hadn't barred her, is in hiding.
As an excuse of terrorism, the dictatorship has said that they're looking for me and that they want to get me as soon as possible.
How could the country that's sitting on the largest oil reserve of the world end up like this?
It rained money. They spent it, wasted it, and stole it. It stopped raining. The people went hungry. And that's essentially what happened in Venezuela in a nutshell.
Venezuela has been producing oil since 1914, but what's known as the resource curse really set in when the charismatic and controversial Hugo Chavez was elected president in 1998.
When Chavez takes office, the price of oil was $7 a barrel. Within several years, it gets to over $120 a barrel. So Chavez was very fortunate because he comes in just at the beginning of this great commodities boom.
Chavez spent huge sums of oil money on social programs and borrowed even more, plunging his country into debt. But ordinary Venezuelans felt rich and heard for a change. The United States was his favorite boogeyman.
El diablo, el propio diablo está en casa.
Here he was at the UN in 2006, calling President George W. Bush the devil. When Chavez died of cancer in 2013, his hand-picked successor was Nicolas Maduro. He wasn't so lucky or so popular. Oil prices crashed. Inflation reached an inconceivable 300,000%. Maduro met public discontent with repression, and millions left the country.
My schedule's pretty jam-packed these days. I've got 2. We know free birthday.
We think these are all marijuana bills.
Terrorists shocked to find military men involved in drug smuggling.
Okay, listen up. You have the right to remain silent, and if you say it may be used against you in the federal law.
Maricopa, the most populous county in Arizona, a state sat on the U.S. frontier with Mexico. And one of the main corridors into the U.S. for illegal immigrants. Each year, criminal gangs smuggle thousands of people over the border and transport them north in cars known as load vehicles. To address this, Sheriff Joe Arpaio has undertaken 13 illegal immigration suppression operations. Today is his biggest yet. The Human Smuggling Unit is leading today's operation.
The second day of our crime suppression, saturation control, focus on the operation is going to be the highways and the surrounding cities. When you have indicators present that a person's here illegally, the most common of which is going to be an individual who does not have a valid U.S. issue identification on him, and he does not speak English. Those two indicators there are reason enough to suspect the individual reasonably of being an illegal alien.
These suppressions have caused controversy all over America.
We do not racial profile, okay? We do not stop any vehicles based on the color of anybody's skin or what they look like. If you make a traffic stop on the freeway, highway, and you've got protesters or media that are stopping there, if they don't have a legitimate emergency,
place them in our jail so they never reach their final destination. So you would think all these governors and politicians would thank me
How come the local media is not allowed to go on these crime suppression?
Why should it?
Wait. All we've seen for 2 years is you stand behind a microphone giving us a spiel about what you're going to do, and then a news release 2 or 3 days later of how many people you've arrested.
Okay.
You don't know what you're doing out there. Why have you locked the media out?
I haven't locked anybody else.
Yeah, you have.
No, they can follow me anywhere we go.
So I can ride in your car.
You can ride in my car?
Yeah.
You can ride in KFYI's car.
No, can I ride in your car?
No, you're not going to ride in my car. Anybody have anything else? I'm not getting into this media garbage.
This operation is actually considerably large as far as crime suppression patrols go. The sheriff's message is one of crime deterrence. Crime suppression is what we call these operations. That's exactly what the goal is, to make a number of arrests, to be a presence out on the road, make sure that we're seen by the public, we're seen by the bad guys as well, and that we interdict on some crime occurring in the county.
Sergeant Brett Stark, Brett and Tara get a call that a vehicle with illegal immigrants has been pulled over. Sheriff Joe and the local media have got there before them.
Tonight's bounty, 16 men and 2 women, is cuffed and placed in a prison truck. They made it to America, but their journey has come to an abrupt halt. When you just look at their faces, it was a rather sad situation, wasn't it? These don't look like your customary criminals, do they?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The law says class 4 felony. That's a pretty serious charge.
But when you looked at their faces, even you looked a bit wistful.
Do you see any media going on other stops? Because I'm controversial. I'm enforcing the law. I'm taking heat for doing that. And I don't hide from the media. That's why they do this. Now, they'll pick this apart. You don't think they're going to say what a great arrest the sheriff's office made. You don't believe that, do you? But let them do it. The people aren't stupid. They read through it. See you later.
Stop down by Anthem, just south of. I'm getting ready to. Grupo. Ya, Gaia, Coyote.